a way to live your life is to think, what will your impact on the world be? Is what you're doing going to mean something? Is it going to have impact? Is it going to have value? So I mean, if you can do something where now people can say, hey, we see that you've invented this, or that you're working on these areas, and we think we could take this to the next level, or we think we could advance it, and where it'll have a widespread impact, where it'll do something that maybe is actually good in the world, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, I'm a chief scientist of the munitions directorate within Air Force Research Laboratory. When you talk about brainstorming, the first thing is you expand your ideas, and then you grab them, and then you sort of focus down to a few. This is that idea expansion avenue for some very cool technologies, and recognizes innovation as a key element of reaching new frontiers.
Doolittle Institute was formed to create a technology transfer opportunity to help the scientists in the laboratory find commercial opportunities, commercial ways to get technology to move faster in a non-DoD environment. So we have a lot of events at the Institute, workforce development, we have training of all kinds. The innovation discovery event is, again, allows us to bring in a wide range of panel members who bring in different backgrounds, their entrepreneurial spirit, and it allows us to bring in different inventors. And by colliding them together, the military culture bumps into the commercial and business culture, and you get benefit in both directions.
So I'm the facilitator, and yesterday I met with each of the inventors to try and understand their technology a little better so I could help guide the discussion. Each innovation is subjected to a three-part process. The inventor describes their technology to the brainstorming panel. Then I have the technologist sit down, and the brainstorming panel tries to generate ideas as to how more intellectual property could be identified, or how the intellectual property could be improved, or how different fields of use for the intellectual property could be identified. And ultimately the goal is to either create stuff that could be patented, to improve patents that are in process, or to identify commercial applications for stuff that's already patented.
They're all PhD scientists with a specialty area. This is a little twist on that from a business perspective, entrepreneurship. And so it's not just I have a patent, I want to get a patent. It's how can I take and proliferate that idea to many spin-offs, or get some additional uses and ideas out of that to further some of the other things going on in their head.
I think this concept that AFRL started several years ago is phenomenal. It's an opportunity to literally have some place outside the fence, we call it. It provides us a place, in a sense, to think innovatively with partners you may not traditionally get to do that with. And it's amazing to have an opportunity, if you're working inside the government with an innovative idea that might spin off technologies, to be something valuable elsewhere in the world.
Very seldom do I get a chance to interact with a group that is as diverse as the panel and the inventors that we were just talking with, and tons of good ideas, all kinds of interesting thoughts with regard to the intellectual property that could be involved, applications and new ways to advance the technology. So lots and lots of stimulating conversation and fun ways to think new thoughts about different kinds of problems.
I'm very passionate about navigation technologies. It's touched me personally from family members that have died. So if we could do something with the technology I'm passionate about to prevent accidents, that would be awesome.
So I presented work on bio-inspired magnetic sensing and multimodal sensing for navigation. So my research and a lot of the work I do is looking at how to use the magnetic field in conjunction with other sensor modes to get from point A to point B.
If we could show that we can actually statistically affect tornado formation over a period of time, we would need 2 or 3 years to do the statistical study, run our techniques against these storms, these supercells. Every state in the tornado belt would be wanting this for their people, right?